Hey, we gonna party tonight or what?
Yeah, we are gonna party.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
Hey, good afternoon. Hopefully you can hear me well. Is my mic working well? Let me know if you can't hear me. Let me say what's up to the chat. Mr. Dan and Horace here. He says, hey, Shasha, how's it going? It's going pretty well. Nice to hear from you. Donna, just being real, says, happy Friday, Shasha and Horror Buffs. Happy Friday to you too, Donna. I'm glad you're here. How was your week? And this question's for anybody in the chat. How was your week going? I'm glad that we made it through another week. Tony T says, hello, Lady Shasha, and everybody just stopping by to say hello. I'm at work, but I'll watch the stream later. I appreciate you, Tony T. Thank you very much. Dan says, loud and clear. Okay, cool. I just got back from the Dollar Tree, and they have all their Halloween stuff out already. I'm going to show you guys some pictures, but let me. Marty's here. He says, yo, fired out that you're live on Twitterverse. Thank you, Marty. You are a real one. You don't know how much I appreciate you. You really don't know. By the way, Marty, I watched a video about the fairy rings, and then I also found out that they also have fairy rings in Uganda, Africa. Very, very interesting. Donna says, good week, not enough sleep, up too late reading. Yeah. Curly Girl at the movies is here. She says, hey, what's up, Curly Girl? I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. Mr. Dan says, I hit up a bunch of Dollar Trees for DVDs. Halloween stuff looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I found today. And then also when I went earlier in the week, I went on Wednesday. Let me pull up the images because I took a few pictures in the aisles. I'm going to pull it up on my computer because I took them on my phone. I'm just transferring them over from my phone to my computer. It's going to take just a second because I hate just holding my phone up. All right, I'm just going to. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder rumbling. My phone says that it's not going to thunderstorm until after 5 o'clock. And for the last few days, we've been getting these weird, I don't know, the thunder, number one, it doesn't sound normal. And number two, it lasts for a long time. Like this will thunder for like probably a good hour before the rain starts. And each thunder roll is like extra long. It's not something I've heard before. And mind you, I'm not super young. I don't know if anyone, where you guys are at. Have you heard any weird thunder rumblings? I looked on Twitter and I saw different people also posting about hearing thunder, like these weird thunder that lasts entirely too long. Like it'll rumble for like a good 2 minutes straight. And that's not the norm, at least not for in this Central Florida area. Again, was making me transfer each image picture by picture. I should have just downloaded my Google Photos app. There we go. Now I got them all. I feel like I'm catching Pokemon. Miss Dan Har says, and gargoyles, Marty. Hey, Fominky Latte's in the house. What's up? Okay, there we go. I'll share the screen like this so you can see the images. Mr. Dan says, no, just normal thunder, but my daughter's place in Maryland had a bad storm that took down almost every tree. Wow. I hope she's doing well. Tony says, if you read my previous post, you see that as well. I don't see your previous post. You keep saying that, but if I'm not reading your post, it's because I didn't see it. I'm scrolling back up. Oh, there's like 3 that popped up. Okay, here they go. There's 3 that popped up. Marty says, working on a custom Predator figure, but listening to you in the background. That would be cool to see. I like, Marty, that picture that you posted with Harley Quinn and the Eartha Kitt version of the Catwoman. I love the Eartha Kitt version of Catwoman. Donna says, oh, yes, love Dollar Tree. I have to do my fall and Halloween shopping. Yes, you got to do it early because if you wait until October, everything's going to be gone. Or at least all the good stuff. Tommy says, I'm here, but trying to pedal my happy ass to safety. Give me 5 minutes. Okay. See, you just have to wait, Tony Man. Sometimes they don't roll the way that they're displayed to you guys. Aren't always the exact way it's displayed to me. It all depends on how fast or slow my internet is versus how fast or slow your internet is. So, all right. Did I stop? I stopped sharing the screen. That's why I didn't switch. Here we go. This is what the Dollar Tree looked like around me, around my area. Well, this is actually in Altamont Springs. And I think it should be all right because both of these people have their heads turned so their faces aren't showing. Otherwise, I would have edited it so that you don't see their faces anyways. Donna says, that's true, shop early. And Night Owl says, hi guys, summer thunderstorms here in Chicago are my favorite thing. All right, so you see this aisle is packed, and then I walked through and took like some close-ups. I should dedicate this whole segment. Hold on, what am I doing? Let me dedicate this whole segment to basic Autumn Wayne Queen. I'm gonna write her name in the chat so you can follow her channel because she does great videos about decorating, and also she'll let you know like what's happening in different stores. And so far, I think she's already done. I want to say she did Michaels and Joanne Fabric, and she might have done Spirit of Halloween. I'm not sure. She does so much. But basic Halloween Queen. So I'm going to dedicate this whole segment to her. And that's also her name on Instagram. So that's her channel name. That's her Instagram name as well. So follow her. Okay, so this is one section, and you see like it's got, you know, little things that you can hang up, like the Beware haunted house sign. And then I see like these look like they might be votive candle holders, but they might be something else. I'm not sure. And then these are garland. You stretch out the ghost or the jack-o'-lantern garland. Then they had these signs, which were fairly large, and they weren't styrofoam this time. They were like made out of plastic. So that means they'd be a lot more durable if you want to use them year by year by year. Because the styrofoam ones, sometimes it's hard to maintain those for years on end. These, I think, are easier. But the negative in getting the plastic, well, no, it's about the same for the styrofoam. Because when we did our yard as a graveyard, we had to find cinder blocks basically to put behind the styrofoam because the wind will blow them over. And these plastic ones are also quite thin, so the wind would probably blow them over also. But they were large. I would say they were about almost 2 feet tall. So they weren't like, you know, too small. And these here, you can't really see clearly on this picture, but these are Halloween wreaths. And then we have some more like decorative things, like over here are some artificial votive candles, which are really good. They have like the little candle there, and then there's like the little ghost cup that illuminates. And these are also, I guess they're like frames that light up also. I don't know what you would call them. And lanterns. I think the lanterns are pretty cool. Did I take 2 pictures of the same thing? Probably. This one didn't come out clear, but that's okay because I bought some of these flowers and I can show you on the screen. I'm actually going to go back large. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. My bad. I always do that. And then when I put it on Do Not Disturb, I'll forget to turn off Do Not Disturb. So then people are messaging me and I'm not answering their message. Is there enough light here to see? Let me turn this on. Maybe there's enough light, and I will show you what I got. This is what I got on Wednesday. Some bag of stuff. We'll go through it. Tony Man says, Spirit of Halloween is opened by me as well. And the Master of Fear, Kara, is here. Hey, girl. She says, hey, Marty. I hope you're doing well, Kara. How was your week? Okay, so put the camera more like, no, I better put it like this because I'm going to knock it over if I do it that way. All right, so let's start with those flowers that you couldn't see on camera because I took a real crappy picture. They're flowers that have eyeballs in them. You see the eyeballs? That one is, wait, there we go. That one has an eyeball too. I thought those were really, really cool. So I got those in purple. I need to put them in something. Hold on. Here we go. You know I love a good cup like this. I don't know where I got this from, but I'm going to use it as a vase right now. I will sit that there and put those there. Got them in black, the eyeballs. They had another set that have little skulls on them. I don't know if you could see on the camera, they're glittery skulls. Francis Chainsaw Grimp is here. They say greetings to you too. And speaking of eyeballs, because they have an eyeball in their mouth, Mr. Dan says, yes, BIQ has a great channel. Yes, Basic Unween Queen. And Donna Just Being Real says, love that eyeball in the flowers. Yeah, I had to pick them up because I was like, I never see anything like that. And for $1, well, actually, technically it's $1.25 now, which I don't complain about because they kept it $1 for a good 20 years. I don't know how they did that. Tony Man says, guess I'll be chilling in Publix for the show. I'm not safe out in the open. Yeah, you don't want to be riding on your bike, and that includes like motorcycles, trikes, any type of uncovered vehicle during a thunderstorm in Orlando. Unfortunately, there was a woman that just got struck by lightning last week, and she was just walking her children home from school. It's not just a matter of being out in the rain here, unfortunately. Francis says, LOL. Right, so I'll put that there for now. I also got a Dia de Muertos cup, which, interesting enough, I noticed that a lot of people in the U.S. say Dia de los Muertos, but a lot of people in Mexico just say Dia de Muertos. But I thought it's actually a coffee cup. Found a little coffin. I don't know what I'm going to put in it yet. I better hold it back this way. But I thought that's a pretty cool find. And let me get these out of the way because they're making the most noise. Hot tamales, of course, and Junior Mints. Because that's going to be my Halloween candy. And give me a moment to take these off. Because I was running out, I have these on, and I typically don't go anywhere without my crystals. These are actually crystal bracelets that I made, and they also have jade beads, but they're clicking and clacking together, and I feel like they're going to get caught on something, so I'm just going to take them off. And then this is a Tibetan bracelets for protection. I like little charms like that. There, that'll make less noise, and then I can take off my mask too. Hang on. By the way, I have this cool chain. This is a lifesaver because you could just hang your mask around your neck, and then when you go in the store, you can put it on and then take it off. So that's what I'm going to do. See if I can take it off without it getting caught in my hair. Now that's the feat. It did it. One try. Okay. Now I feel more comfortable and free to move about. I should eventually hook up my wireless earbuds, but I never do because I'm not sure how to hook up the wireless ones, but still have the microphone default to this microphone that's in front of me. This, you guys can't see it. This one. Okay, Francis says, speaking of eyeballs, have you seen The Last Matinee? I just watched it last night. That sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen it though. Is that on Shudder? Because I feel like I might have seen that advertised on Shudder. Tony says, actually, she was waiting for her kids under a tree for her children when it happened. Oh, that's what you don't want to do during lightning, because lightning typically strikes the tallest object. So you want to be away from anything tall when there's lightning. But still, what a horrific thing. Tony says, I want one. I love a homemade crystal bracelet. Well, maybe I'll make some and put them up for sale because I still have quite a few crystals. But I do want to order more because I like to use the Swarovski crystals because they shine a lot more. Well, I should just show. They pick up the light better, the Swarovski crystals. And then on this one, I put a Hamza. On the other one, I had a Buddha, but I was at the store on Wednesday and part of my bracelet broke. But it's not bad because I've had these bracelets for about 4 years. So I think I made them pretty durable. It still has its crystal on there, but there was a Buddha over here too. Anyways, now here's what's odd that I found. I found a Halloween tree. I've never seen a Halloween tree, but I like the idea of it. I like the concept of it, so I picked that up. I got these on Wednesday too. I showed it on another video, but see, they tell you that cutesy stuff like this is not for adults, but children don't drink coffee. So that is my cover for why I got this cutesy pin. Because like I said, children don't drink coffee, so that means this cutesy pin is for me. And just a planner, which, I mean, we're in 2022 and I do use my Google Calendar, but growing up in an analog world, I still like to have something tangible because the action of writing something helps me remember it better than when I just enter it on the Google Calendar. Right, Tony Man says you don't need headphones unless you're online with someone or taking phone calls, but I get it. Oh, I you know what? I don't need them until I play anything with audio. Thank you. I'll just put them back in when I play anything with audio. I don't know. I'm just so used to, I know I'm used to it because when I do videos with Crystal or with Hood Podcast, because there's multiple of us, I'm used to having them in. But when I'm by myself, you're absolutely right. I actually don't need to have them on unless I'm playing audio. Francis says, I think it's on Shudder, but I watched it on Showtime, so it's not exclusive. Okay. I will check it out. Foreign film slasher set in a movie theater. Let me scroll back up. The Last Matinee. For some reason, I was thinking it was the Last Picture Show, but I'm going to write that down so that I can remember it. Okay, The Last Matinee. Okay. Next one. Tony Man says that Halloween tree can go next to my actual Charlie Brown tree. It does make you think of a Charlie Brown tree, but I have a remedy for that. Let me lean it up against here. Check this out. Also in the dollar store, they had this Halloween garland. So I figure when I wrap it around the tree, it's going to look more full. So that's what I'll do to supplement that so it won't look like a Charlie Brown tree. And how about they had the nerve to not only have Halloween lights, like Christmas lights, they had different ornaments. So I got them in orange, black, and purple. That's going to be my theme, the orange, black, and purple. Because I basically love purple. That was Wednesday. So then I went back today because I knew if I don't go back, stuff is going to get gone pretty fast. And this is what I end up getting today. More stuff to supplement my cutesy stuff. You know what? I should just call myself kawaii because I'm damn near close to being kawaii. I got just like paper clips and thumbtacks that are also the type of, you know, colorful that I like. So we'll put that here and put these over here. Okay. I like that. It's skull hand or skeleton hand cup to drink from, which, you know, I like those type of cups because this is like my usual tumbler that I use. And it says, eat, drink, and be scary. So what else I got? Another thing to put crystals in. So I'll probably put some crystals in this and hang them around my neck. Got a Dia de Muertos scarf. They have this also in black, but I liked the blue because it's more colorful. I got a runner that I can put here on this set, I'm thinking. And it looks like it's a lace runner, but it looks like spider web. Let me see if I can get a piece that's, yeah, not doubled over. You can see like the spider web print on it. I think that'll look kind of cool. And another little cute pen. Put that there. Now, here's the two funnest things that I got, and then I'm done. Let me look at the comments. Donna says, I have some of those Halloween lights. I love putting them in the window. I do need some more. And they not only had them, I got the purple, but they also had them in orange. Donna says, cool glass. And so it says, that made me laugh because I was just about to remark on how shocking it was that you bought something purple. Yeah. Kara says, can't believe Halloween is almost here. Yeah. I had to pick this up because, look at this. Oh, let me take this down so you can see it better. Just like that. It's like a little jangly skeleton. But then when you hold this, I like how it sounds kind of like the Saw, the little man on the tricycle. And then this one. I know it looks like just a corny little plastic ghost. But then, where's the little switch?
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.
I had to pick those up. I couldn't help myself. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I had to pick them up. All right, where can I put this? I'll lay them right there. There. That's the end of this. Technically, this is my first haul video, I guess. It's a $20 haul. Let me see this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $16. But, you know, with it being $1.25, it still ended up to be about 20. Oh, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, because of the candy. Definitely $20. Okay, read that one. Tony Man says, Jigsaw laugh. Curly Girl says, Love the Skeleton looks cool in that laugh. And she says, yeah, it sounds exactly like Saw. And they totally sampled that Saw for that. Yeah. Tony Man said, headphone alert. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have held that so close to the microphone. My bad. I should have. Next time I'll give a headphone alert. I forget that sometimes people have, earbuds on or they have headphones on. What's the next thing I want to talk about? Actually, before I get into the next thing, I should show this. I'm going to put my headphones back on so that I can hear the audio. Because there is a contest that I want to tell you guys about. Just trying to get to the right spot. Here we go. I'm going to make myself small so I can show you this contest. Francis says, I hate that the Dollar Tree is no longer everything for $1. Last time I went, I spent $8 on 5 things. Yeah, it sucks, but it was bound to happen because of inflation. Like the fact that they were able to be a dollar store for 20 years is amazing. Funnily enough, in Orlando, we have an 89-cent store. So I wonder if that 89-cent store is now a dollar store. I used to get Halloween ties and that sound effect and wear them when I was subbing in elementary school. Oh, I know they must have loved that. And shout out to the substitute teachers. I used to substitute teach, but it was for high school. Well, I did do a preschool one time. I will probably never do preschool again because just the snotty hands on you. I can't take it. But I did preschool. I did special education, which was a lot of fun. I worked with students that had autism and Down syndrome and other different what they call non-neurotypical capacity. And then I mostly did high school. But yeah, being a sub is not easy. But check out this contest. Okay, so Black Lagoon TV is having a contest for 2 VIP tickets to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. The contest winners will get to receive 2 RIP tour tickets, as well as anyone attending Halloween Horror Nights on September 8th wearing their merchandise who take a picture of themselves and post it and tag them could also win exclusive giveaways. So the way to enter the contest is just to subscribe to their channel, follow them on Instagram, and like their most recent post. So that's a pretty simple contest to do. When you're done, just comment with the hashtag that they put there, and then this is their merch that I'm showing. They have both men's and women's merch, and you have like t-shirts, sweatshirts, different colorways, white, black, gray, with their I like the lime green Black Lagoon TV, because it makes you think of the creature of the Black Lagoon a lot. Well, you can see like on the top, you can see like the little creature from the Black Lagoon. I kind of like that. They have mugs, backpacks, fanny packs, which I kind of like. I like the colorways because as you see, it's like I have 2 sides to me. I like a lot of Halloween stuff, but I like a lot of pastel stuff at the same time. Does that make me a pastel goth? I don't know. If I put on some more eyeliner, maybe. I'm going to tell you a fun fact about Halloween after I finish talking about this, because they gave me a discount code that if you get anything off of their website, you can use my discount code to get 20% off. I thought that was pretty generous and cool of them. So check out their contest if you're interested, and that is for the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal in California. Now, the interesting thing I was going to tell you about eyeliner is last October when I did that cosplay, when I tried to recreate Trash's look from Return of the Living Dead, when I finished putting on all that that eyeliner and drawing on my face, it felt kind of powerful. I don't know if that makes sense, but like the more eyeliner I put on, the better I feel. And I don't know what that's from. Might be something ancient, because you look at the ancient Egyptians, everybody's got eyeliner on. Might be a thing. Fran says, yeah, that's true. And Tony says, have you seen the Hellraiser trailer for Hulu? No, I didn't know that drop. There's a Hellraiser trailer for Hulu? Okay, let me go find that. Actually, of the 2 trailers I was thinking of playing, one of them that I was going to play is the new Terrifier trailer, even though you guys know I'm not a super huge fan of Terrifier. You know how I feel about that. I just think it was okay. I don't think it was super bad, but it was just okay. The term I would give it, and I know people are going to hate me for this take, mediocre. That's what I would call Terrifier, mediocre. Tony Man says that's the Chola in you coming out. No, well, I get where you're coming from because I do have Mexican ancestry, but Chola is a very specific culture, and I wouldn't disrespect them like that. But yeah, that I won't take it, negatively. Okay, let's pull up some trailers here, because I certainly did not know about that one. And what's funny is, why did that happen? Okay, I got to close something out and then go back in. We'll do this. What's funny is I'm on Hulu every week watching What We Do in the Shadows. So why was that not advertised to me? Donna says, really? You didn't like it? I just thought it was okay. Well, one of the things that I didn't like about it was the 3 girls looked exactly alike. I couldn't tell who they were. And then let me talk in reverse. Instead of talking about what I didn't like, why don't I talk about what I actually did like? I like the gore. I like how they did the gore, especially the person getting split in half. That's my ish. That's where I'm here for. I also like the character design of Art the Clown. I liked him in, he's originally from a short that appeared in I think it was All Hallows Eve. And I loved that short. So I was really excited about the Terrifier movie. But when the movie came out, it just didn't hit like that. I felt like there was a lot of dry parts of it. Like the only things good were the kills. Like it had good kills, but everything in between the kills, yawn. I just couldn't get with it. And I agree with Curly Girl at the movies, because I did see a part of the Terrifier trailer, and just from the very beginning, I'm like, you're really going to show who the final girl is? Like, that's not That's not kosher. I saw it when it was either on Instagram or Twitter, where you know how you're scrolling and it'll start auto playing, that type of thing. Donna says, I wish The Collector 3 would come out. The Collector was an awesome movie. Yes, The Collector was very good. Another one I know people disagree with me on, but I think that the Laid to Rest series is underrated. I like Chrome Skull. I don't know why I like Chrome Skull, but it is with its issues too. It's super low budget. A lot of the acting is hit or miss, but the kills in that are so good. And the way he just catches people. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I like Chrome Skull. Tony Man says, I found out about it on Facebook. And Curly Girl says, yeah, they did look a lot alike. I was confused as well. And Don says, oh, and then she says, I understand. Mm-hmm. So I'm even with that said, I'm still looking forward to watching Terrifier 2 because I want to see if they improved. They might have gotten better. What I'm going to do is only play the first 30 seconds of the Terrifier trailer because, like Curly Girl said, it tells you the whole freaking movie, and that sucks. They should have done a teaser. Okay, let's stop this screen and share a different screen. And let me adjust the time. Equal to Okay, Tony Man says, I saw the trailer for Soylent Green. They actually show the dead bodies in the trailer. You mean the original Soylent Green? I've never seen a trailer for that. I've only stumbled upon that movie when I was a kid. I remember them playing it on HBO. All right, let's check this out.
So, did you figure out what you're dressing up as tomorrow?
He wants to dress up as a real guy who murdered 9 people last year.
Oh, you're not doing that.
It's just a costume. You think that guy's still out there? What's up with you and this clown all of a sudden? You're like obsessed. They never found his body. What if he decides to come back here? I wouldn't worry about it.
Wait a minute. Aren't you that guy from the costume shop?
I'm going to freeze it right there. Also, why is the whole movie lit with this pink light? Like, that just doesn't even make logical sense. Everywhere you go is not going to be lit with pink light. Inside of, when they're having dinners lit with the pink light, when they're in the stores lit with the pink light, wherever that other person was, where was it? In her bedroom, it's lit with the pink. Like, that does, like, it takes away from the impact of this lighting. One of the things I would do is I would literally have, when she's at home having dinner with her family, it's lit normal. It's lit like any other movie. And then gradually change the lighting as Art the Clown shows up. This is the thing that some movies make mistakes on with lighting. We've just gone through this whole 10-year period of people, well, more than 10 years, maybe 15 years, copying the lighting from Saw. But what they didn't notice was the whole movie of Saw was not lit with that green lighting. It was only those scenes where the two gentlemen were in the bathroom. The scenes outside the bathroom were not lit that way. But you had people making entire movies lit with that green tint or the green overlay applied in post. That's not how that works. And it takes the impact of it away. Because the reason why, or I want to say it was James Wan, it might have been Lee Wanell, but I'm pretty sure it was James Wan that said that he lit the bathroom that way because it's meant to make you feel uncomfortable and sick. And specifically in the bathroom. But outside of that, like there were scenes in the doctor's family's home and at his office where it's lit normally. That's just my 2 cents. Even with Creepshow, we always think of that lighting that comes up in Creepshow, but it's only in certain moments that lighting pops up. Like when you watch the segment with Ted Danson and what's his name? The guy from The Naked Gun and Airplane. I forget his name, but where Ted Danson was cheating with the dude's wife. Oh, the whole segments where they're on the beach is lit regular. You don't see that bright blue, green, reddish lighting until they come back as zombies and they're attacking dude. It creates an impact. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm rambling. Maybe it's making sense. Donna says, I agree. Some trailers tell you some trailers tell you all the good parts. I only watch for 12 seconds, then stop. Yeah, another trailer. Don't watch this trailer if you don't want to know what the whole movie is about. The Invitation showed the whole movie. Like, what's the purpose of me seeing it now? I know how it ends. Tommy says, yes, the original trailer. Mr. Dan Harr says, if I ever direct a movie, you'll be in charge of the lighting shot. I'm not what do you call it? Trained in lighting. These are just observations that I've made. However, my sister actually does have a degree in camera and lighting. She went to film school for that. So she could actually do the lighting. I can talk about the concept of lighting. If I could replicate it. Oh, that's the other thing I meant to show you guys. I wish I could replicate the lighting. I'm going to show you something in a minute, but let me see if I can find Leslie Neal. Thank you. That's who it was. I know him more from Naked Gun and Airplane, but apparently he was not always a comedic actor. He has some serious acting roles as well. So let's see. Hellraiser. Hulu trailer. I hope this doesn't show too much. Let's see, how long is it? It's 35 seconds. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, there's one that's only 16 seconds. That's how you do it. Okay, let's see the 16-second one. What I'll do is I'm going to slow down the pace to like 75%. And then we'll see, because teasers might be flashing a lot of stuff at you. Okay. Now I'll play the 35-second one. Mr. Dan and Horror says, Leslie Nielsen usually played a tough guy or a thug before Airplane. So let's see the longer one, because that was definitely a teaser. And it's coming out this October. Wow, I feel like it's almost overwhelming, the amount of content that is coming out in horror from movies, TV shows, Netflix series. It feels like there's so much to watch and not enough time to watch it. Okay. Now this one's 35 seconds. It looks like it may be the same thing. You hear the chains? That is what's up. The chains and the whispering. If you have headphones on, it sounded like there was this whispering in the background, and then you hear the chains. And I also like, because I've already heard that the character of Pinhead is either going to be female or feminine presenting, which is actually closer to, if you've read The Hellbound Heart, which I have down here. Pinhead is never described as male. Pinhead is described as having a high-pitched voice like a woman and looking androgynous. So just know that Pinhead should have from the get-go been more androgynous. But Clive Barker himself said that he originally was going to make Pinhead a woman, and then the producer said, well, slashers have to be men. And he was like, well, Pinhead's not a slasher. And they were just like, slashers have to be men, because they didn't get that Hellraiser wasn't just your typical slasher movie. And slashers don't have to technically be men. There's other slashers that were women. If I can remember, Happy Birthday to Me. I don't know if you want to count April Fool's Day because of what the ending was. If you know, you know. Sleepaway Camp. What else? Well, the original Friday the 13th. that was Mrs. Voorhees was the slasher. So I don't know where they got the slashers have to be men thing. All right, what's next? What do you guys want to talk about next? I'm gonna stay on here probably for another 10 to 15 minutes because the thunder is still rumbling, and I know that the sky is about to open up soon. The floor is open. Whatever you guys want to talk about, let me know. Did I forget? So I forgot to tell you. I'm glad I left a note there because I would have forgotten. Next Friday, I'm going to be on Master of Chaos TV. It's going to be a group of us. He has started something called the Full Moon Friday Fright Club. That's a mouthful. I'm going to say it again. Full Moon Friday Fright Club, which is like every week we're going to take turns talking about different full moon pictures as kind of like a review, but also discussion. And so next Friday, we're going to be talking about Arcade and Trancers 2. And that's going to be September 2nd, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then it's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. That'll be 2 a.m. in the UK. So if you want to stay up for it, you can. Then on Saturday, I'm doing a Akira stream where we're going to talk about the movie Akira, which is like an amazing, epic anime movie that I grew up watching. And that's going to be on September 3rd, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. UK time. So that's for what's going on for next week. Okay, I'm trying to think of anything else. I'm continuing to watch Paper Girls, which is very interesting. Curly says, ooh, Akira. If you want to come on and talk with us, Curly Girl, you are invited. Let me know. Because the more the merrier. I didn't know you knew Akira because she says, that's on my watch list. Guess I better finally watch it. Yeah, it's on Tubi also. So that's like making it even better. I also recently found out from my brother that, yes, Mr. Dan says, I just watched Akira with my son. He's a big anime fan. Same to you, Mr. Dan. Let me know. If you want to come through an Akira stream, let me know. It's going to be next Saturday. If you're on the East Coast, it's going to be around 4 p.m. Curly Girl says, I'm going to watch it and come on. All right. All right. I'm marking it down. Yes, we got Curly Girl in the building. Okay. I'm so excited. What was I saying? I was talking about Paper Girls, which, you know what? Let me see if there's a trailer for Paper Girls so you guys know what I'm talking about, because I don't think a lot of people have been talking about this show. It's a science fiction show that's about time travel, and it comes from a comic book series. I'm only halfway through, well, not even half. I'm only a third about through the comic book series, because it's like I got like they put them all together as a graphic novel and it's 700 pages, and I'm only in like the 200, maybe 235-ish section of the pages. Now this, I could probably play the whole thing because it's a series, so they can't really show you everything that happens in the series on the trailer, hopefully. Let me check the timing. I'm going to speed up the timing just slightly, and hopefully I won't get dinged by Amazon. Okay, Mr. Dan says he will let me know. Okay, keep me posted. All right, this is Paper Girls, and it takes place it starts off in 1989 before they start time traveling.
Hey! What's your name? Aaron. Tiff. So you're Mac, right? So I'm your first paperboy around here. Who was it?
A boy? You must be the Brandman kid.
KJ.
My dad says you people own everything.
You people?
She's new.
All right, Big Mac. Let's go.
I'll have to, like, bite you or something.
What is that? does this guy look like that?
Move, move, move! Let's get out of here! Hey! Who's there?
What are you doing in my house?
What are you doing in my house?
I live here.
No, I live here.
That's her.
Holy shit. This is a psychotic break. 12-year-old version of yourself broke into your house with her punk friends?
If that really is future you, maybe she can call someone.
Who's she gonna call? Time travel 911?
Do you want to call 911?
Oh, good lord, there are future robots.
We need help.
Could you imagine if for those of us that were around in 1989, if we had seen an Amazon Dot start talking, how much we would have freaked out over that?
The girls traveled
Oh,
out
this song is probably going to get me dinged. I'll have to dispute it. Bump it.
of time. That's a capital offense. New targets now.
It's nice knowing you, I guess.
We can't just give up.
You don't know who you're about to become.
Future me will know how to get us home.
You have no idea what's at stake here.
Yeah, it's the fate of humanity. I get it.
This right here is the end of the universe.
We're paper girls, so we stick together. The future you is not all that bad.
She did give you that rad shirt, which says dumb on it.
That was a good trailer because they really only showed what happens in like the first 3 episodes. Maybe a smattering of what happens in the 4th episode. Okay, Donna says LOL. Oh, by the way, the little black girl in that's the same little girl from Stranger Things. Tony says, I'm jealous. I want to be on the live with Curly, you, and Mr. Dan. I'm just not able to sit with the cool kids. Well, you have a channel. You can create a live stream and invite us to it, but you never did. so who's being stuck up to who? Mr. Dan Har says, seems cool, but also reminiscent of the Dark series. I'm not familiar with the Dark series. Mio Sobrenome says, is blank a cool name? Okay, you seem like you might be a troll. I'm going to give you one more chance to add something to the conversation. If not, you know what? Why don't we put you in? Let's put you in timeout, and then you could think about you think about that. Curly Girl at the movie says, you're a cool kid too. What? WTF, LOL. Yeah. All right. What else have we been? I mean, other than, let me think. I did want to see Bodies, but it's still at the movie theater, and I don't feel like paying to see it. Like, if they, not paying movie theater price to see it. If they had released it on streaming, I would have watched it, but since it's still at the movies, I did get to see did we talk about The Orphan? Did we talk about The Orphan 2? I saw that on, the prequel, not Orphan 2. Orphan First Kill. I don't think we talked about that. I did see that on, was it Paramount Plus or was it Peacock? I can't remember which one. Because it's not my account. I know my mother has one of those. I watched it on her account. She has I'm pretty sure it's Paramount. But anyways, I watched it on her account, and that was a whole lot of fun. I mean, it was, how do I say? It was so bad that it was good, if that makes sense. Mr. Dan says, German show that was on Netflix had time travel to the 80s, and it's called The Dark. I have to look that up because that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. The thing with Paper Girls is they traveled from the 80s to, I think in the series they're in 2019. And just their reaction to how much everything has changed from 1989 to 2019 is amazing. Because I can picture it. And also, I might have said this before, but I'm going to repeat it. Or I should say it bears repeating. I could really identify with the characters because I literally was a paper girl in 1989. I was in middle school. I had a paper route that was real to me. And it seems so realistic the way they styled the girls. I don't know if you guys remember having skinny jeans in the 80s and tucking them into your socks. And if you were a real cool kid, you had 2 pairs of socks and you reversed them. So you had the pink and the white and then the white and the pink. And then you had the Reebok, I don't know what you call the Reeboks. I had a pair with the 2 Velcro on the ankle. I have a pair somewhere here too. I bought them off eBay maybe like 4 years ago. I put them up somewhere. I'll have to look under my bed and find them. But I have the Reeboks with the double Velcro. But that was a thing. The denim jacket with the buttons, and you had to have buttons on your denim jacket. To this day, my denim jacket has buttons on it. Lorna says, I came at the right time. Both my wives are here. Body. That what's that about? It is a slasher movie. I can actually pull up the trailer for that. Give me one moment, Donna. Curly Girl says, OMG, bodies. Don't even know what to say about that one. Is that good or bad? Curly Girl, the movie says, Orphan was good to me. I know a lot of people hated it. I did not hate it. I had a good time. I thought it was fun, especially when she was driving in the car smoking a cigarette. Splash Guy says it was good. Thank you. Tony Man said, you should let the troll back. I mean, Lordran's here. Lordran adds to the conversation, though. That person had nothing to add to the conversation. Lordran's, I got a notification just because I was talking about her and now I got a notification. Paper Girls on Amazon is yes, thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one watching it. Terrence says, hi everyone in the chat. Hi Lady Shasha, thumbs up. Thank you for stopping by, Terrence, especially since I know it's probably about 10 just after 10 o'clock where you're at. So thank you for coming in. Terrence says, does bodies not translate as boring, or so I'm told? And Curly says, it ain't easy being a player, is it, Lordran? And then Tony Man says, Reebok 5411s because that's what they cost. Hey, Curly Girl. And Terrence says, what's up? Okay, let me show you the trailer for Bodies for people who haven't seen it. It's meant to be a slasher movie, at least that's what I've heard, but it's by A24, so you know that they're going to add some extra stuff in there because that's what A24 does. Make sure the timing. Yep, got the timing.
I'm strong. I'm ready for what comes along. I got good friends. We'll stay together.
Who wants to play Bodies?
Oh my God.
Does anybody have service?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm a hot girl, rich girl.
Guys, I get so stressed out every time we play this. Someone always ends up crying.
So how do you play?
If you draw the piece of paper that has the X on it, you are the murderer. Everyone else has to avoid being killed.
What is that? Is that next one? Yeah.
Our friend is dead. So if you could just not escalate the situation. I'm not escalating. You're holding a knife and you're moving your hand while you talk.
That would be so fucking obvious if I were the killer.
David.
More.
You're always gaslighting me. You fucking trigger me. You are so toxic. Relax. You're silencing me.
Is that all you got, motherfucker?
Did you just fucking shoot me? I can't believe you're making this about you.
What are the features that you're bringing?
Well, I just look like I fuck. You know what I mean? I look like I fuck. And that's the vibe I like to put out there.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about that? I feel like it might be trying too hard to it sounds like someone my age writing for Gen Z. So I would like to see somebody younger speak about it because it seems like they're just throwing in buzzwords. But I mean, they might end up having a point. I don't know. My first thing is, how come no one's leaving the house? If people get killed, why isn't anybody? And they know that people, that's the whole thing. That's why Black Christmas works and some of these movies don't work. And Black Christmas, Those girls did not know that there was a murder in the house. That's why the murderer was able to be in the house killing different people, because he was quiet, he was methodical. You know, one girl's, you know, up in the attic, nobody knows she's dead in the attic. Another girl's in the basement getting chased around, nobody knows. And this, they know there's a killer in the house. Why are y'all still there? Get the hell out of the house, leave. You better have a good reason for not leaving. Donna says, interesting. And then also, I need to know that the kills are good, because I'm tired of these half-assed. Don't call something a slasher movie if you're not going to slash. I'm here for the violence. I'm here for the blood and the gore. If you're not going to give me that, you're just going to give me a bunch of like talking. No. Yes, Donna, Black Christmas is awesome. And it's a lot of the things that they give Halloween credit for doing, Black Christmas did it first. No, it's not Curly, but I'm still going to be me. All right. I do see another channel coming up here. Actually, I'm going to show it to you because in the suggestions, this channel right here in the middle, Fish Jelly Films, they have really good reviews, but they only do spoiler reviews. So make sure you watch the reviews after you've watched the movie that you're planning on watching. But for example, if I want to find out what happened in Bodies, and whether it was good or not, I'm definitely going to Fish Jelly Reviews, because they will let me know whether something's good or not. Check out the review for Orphan, because that was a really good review. And they made some great suggestions for how to punch it up even better than what it was. Foamiculite says the actors look too old to be Gen Z. Yes, especially since we know that Pete Davidson is almost 30 years old, and we know what's the girl's name? She was in The Hate U Give. She's got to be minimum 26. I could be wrong, but I feel like she's in her mid-20s also. But they need to get some younger writers in the writing room if they're going to do this, or get some people that can identify. Like, there's two people that I can say that can write young characters fairly well, in my opinion, and the only two I can think of are Stephen King. God, what's the gentleman that wrote The Breakfast Club? I'm blanking on his name, but he was able to capture something, or just the memory. I think he could remember what it was like to be a teenager and just apply those same things to a more modern film, because he would have been a teenager in the 70s, or maybe even the 60s, but he wrote for teens in the 80s. So if you can remember being a teenager, and whoever it is that's writing Paper Girl, they definitely remember what it's like to be a middle school girl. Oh my God, they remember what it's like to be a middle school girl. John Hughes, thank you, Terrence. John Hughes wrote teenage characters that were believable. Lorden says Pete Davidson is 30. God damn. Oh, he turned 30 already? Yeah, and why won't they ever put makeup around his eyes? Like, I get that he has Crohn's disease, and that's what gives him the dark circles around his eyes. I have anemia, and I literally, let me make my screen bigger so I can see what I'm doing here. I have dark circles around my eyes naturally, but you see this? This is called concealer. I put concealer around my eyes, and mind you, I don't have foundation on. I just have the concealer around my eyes, because if I had foundation on, this would look a lot smoother. All this would look smoother, but I put the concealer on to cover the dark circles so that I don't look like a raccoon. And again, it's because I have anemia. It causes me to have dark circles around my eyes. I don't know why. You're in a movie. They have a whole makeup department. Why can't they put, like, I don't know. Is that like his thing to have the circles? I don't know. I feel like he would look so much better without them. I mean, just in a movie. I'm not saying in real life you got to get up and do that every day, but, you know, for the movie, why not put a little something there? Wes Craven always knew how to do teenage. That's true. Wes Craven's another one. He wrote teenage characters very, very well. In the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Yes. Yeah, some people are able to draw from when they were teenagers. They have a good memory about what it was like and how they felt, and they were able to write that. And I don't feel like people who are writing characters that are supposed to be millennials, like in the recent Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like there are criticisms you can make, but there's a way to do it that makes it land, and there's a way to do it that makes it miss. And I feel like for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that part was a little more, well, it was hit and miss, because some parts I thought were effective, like when they freaked out about the flag, but said nothing about the statue, which was like worse than the flag. And also that part, a lot of people criticize the part when Leatherface gets on the bus and everybody does like this. And like, I've literally seen videos now online where people are in grave danger and they're pulling out their phones. And it's like, you are in danger. Stop recording. So that part I think was realistic. But I don't think it was necessarily a generational thing, because I've seen people from what is referred to as boomers to Gen X to millennials to Gen Z pulling out their phone in situations where you're in danger and you need to get the hell out of there. Terrence says, Craven said he actively stayed relevant to modern teens as part of being a teacher before being a filmmaker. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense, because if you are working in the school system, and well, we were talking earlier, Terrence, about substitute teaching, because Mr. Dan was a substitute teacher. I was a substitute teacher. I know that Tony Mann also was a substitute teacher at one point, and it does keep you abreast of like what the youth culture is when you work with them every day. All right, it's rounding about 5:30, and I'm really, really hungry. So I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I would stay longer, but like I said, a storm is about to roll through. That's why I've been doing these earlier, because typically I kind of like to do them more at 7 o'clock because it feels better, more relaxed at that time. But that's when the storms are hitting heaviest are down here. So let me get out of here. I had a good time. Tony said, did you read about the Italian dude who got the trifecta of things? When you say a trifecta of things, do you mean like disease things? Because I have not heard about that. But when you think trifecta of things, the way you said it makes me think disease. Answer that question before I go. Who are you talking about? And let me check while you're doing it, I'm going to check the weather system. Yeah, it's just, a flood advisory. Well, that's fun. That's, oh, goodness. Okay, so looks like, yeah, it's just straight thunder. 94% chance. Thunderstorm. And then a flood advisory. Yeah, so let me get out of here. Okay, Tony Man, it's taking a while to write that, or maybe my internet is slow. Curly Girl says, great live stream, Lady Sasha. Thank you very much. By the way, one of these days you have to do a product video. If you haven't done one already, let me know if you've done one already. Because, like, I have so many products. Curly Girl understands this. These are Curly Hero things. I have so many things that I have tried that I end up having a container like this big of half unused hair products that didn't work in my hair. And I have low porosity hair, and shrinkage is a mother. You want to see something funny? Look at this. This looks like shoulder length hair. If I look at this, shrinkage is a mother. You see this? I can't even enjoy shrinkage is a mother. Anyway, so Tony Man says yes, pox, VID, and oh wow. So he got the monkeypox, the Miss Covita, because we're not allowed to say it, and the HIV. Jeez, that's bad. The woman that got attacked by a fox. I didn't hear about the woman that got attacked by a fox. It must have had rabies, because typically they don't attack. Tell me about it. I'm effing soaked. Oh, it already started raining by where you're at. It didn't start raining over here yet. It's just still thundering. OMG, I have so many products as well. And shrinkage is a mother. Yeah. Curly Girl does with hair products. I think you're missing a word. But I think the word is away. She has a way with hair products. Yeah. All right. With that, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm hungry. I got to get something to eat, and I want to relax through the weekend, get ready for next week. Thank y'all for coming through. I really, really appreciate it. I always appreciate y'all. Let me stop sharing because I still have the YouTube pulled up on here. Let me stop that screen. What should I watch tonight? Faux Mickey Latte says, embrace the shrinkage. During the summertime, I do. Like it's always when I do that, well, one thing, I don't have to worry about going outside and your hair shrinking up, because if it's already shrunk up, it's not going to shrink up anymore. So that's one good thing about being in Orlando, where it's humid about 65% of the year. When you just let your hair shrink up, then you're good. You don't have to worry about it. Your hair, quote unquote, going back. All right. Terrence says, great stream, Lady Shasha. Good night. Lordran says, anytime, Shasha. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. You don't even know. All right, let me get out of here for real.
Hey, 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 hey.